You are looking live at the newly opened Chick-fil-A location at Bloor and Yonge. As we told you earlier in the show, protesters have been out in full force today, condemning what they say are anti-LGBTQ2 practices from the company. Well, 680's Richard Southern joins us now. And Richard, Chick-fil-A isn't the only new restaurant people are talking about in the big city today.
No, Cynthia, they were lining up for another wildly popular chain that has chicken as one of the star items on its menu. Get a load of this. This is the newest Jollibee's location here in Toronto. It's the third one in the GTA. This is near Yorkdale Mall, near Wilson Station. And look at the massive lines. This is something, Cynthia, we've gotten used to with this chain that is very ubiquitous in the Philippines, but is now starting a expansion here in Canada. The Scarborough location, which opened over a year ago, still sees lineups regularly in the parking lot. For those who don't know, this is a chain that's famous for its fried chicken, but also for some of its more offbeat menu items that are popular in the Philippines, but maybe we're not so used to here. Spaghetti with hot dogs and a sweet sauce, garlic noodles, peach hand pies. Cynthia, they're capitalizing on a big growing Filipino population here in the city, but also on people that want something a little bit different. Did I see you in line there today, Cyn?
Not today. Nope. You know, my very first job was at a KFC way back a long time ago, and I don't do fried chicken or fast food chicken anymore after that. No offense to KFC, I just had a lot of it when I worked there.
What do they say, Cynthia? Once you've seen the sausage made, you don't want to eat sausages anymore.
It's
I know
not
that's
bad.
sometimes
It's
the
just
case.
I ate too much when I worked there. Okay, so this
I can't imagine Cynthia Mulligan working the fryer, but anyways, okay.
No, I didn't do that. I worked the salad bar, actually. So this next story is a little grim, Richard, that we're going to chat about. New research suggests that Facebook's massive user base could look a lot different in a few decades.
Yeah, could be a lot less active, shall we say, Cynthia. Social media researchers at the Oxford Internet Institute warn that within 50 years, dead Facebook accounts could outnumber the living. So they think about 1.4, yeah, I know, kind of creepy, about 1.4 million Facebook users they think will die in the next 100 years. You do the math, and by about 2070, the dead could outnumber the living. And Cynthia, as creepy as that sounds, they say this actually could be a benefit in that there has never been in history before such an archive of human behavior. This would leave behind a lot of information about kind of what we're doing on an everyday basis. We've never had that before. But don't you think, Cyn, that we do have to think more than maybe we do about what happens to our digital footprint after we leave, after we die, right?
Well, Pam Seidel did a story just a few days ago about this, that a mother wanted to get access to her son's, who had passed away, his Facebook account. So it's an interesting debate. Okay,
it's something I think we're going to be talking a lot more about.
Yes, let's turn to a mystery. I love mysteries that date back to 1933. Look at that. Scientists may be one step closer to identifying what the Loch Ness Monster really is. Okay, tell us, Richard.
Oh my goodness. So the group of scientists, Cynthia, what they did genetic DNA profiles on kind of everything they found in Loch Ness there in Scotland and the water, and the team, they found a surprise. They didn't find any monster, first of all, but they did find a surprisingly large amount of eel DNA in Loch Ness. And that led them to believe that possibly a large eel could be responsible for all those famous sightings. Though, at the end of their research, Cynthia, the scientists said, and I quote, "There may well be a monster in Loch Ness, but we didn't find it." So they dangle that tantalizing hint at the end of their research, but they said it could be an eel. I don't know about you. I want to believe, and I know that the city of Loch Ness wants to believe. How many tourists do they get over there all the time?
Right, and that does not look like an eel. Sorry, it's the Loch Ness Monster.
No, it's gigantic. You've seen the pictures. It's gigantic.
Exactly. All right,
Let's
Richard.
go investigate, Cyn.
Exactly.
Have a good weekend.
Thanks so much. Have an awesome weekend.